With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Cut, 380. That's a run. They're running it.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dancing to his left. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Wilson sliding out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Watch the eye. Showing up. Showing up. Well.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Tuesday. 51 to mine. 51 to mine.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. 20. Watch Quinn. Watch 54, South.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Cook, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Ryan trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Here's Ryan to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, and Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been, but it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan down around the goal line. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll bring up second down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp. We'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh leg.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 24 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This fielded at the 2. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson going to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Wilson's pass complete to Saquon Barkley. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Go. 58. Here's Ryan. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Keep playing hard.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Here's Ryan. Cooper's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
51 to mine. Hey, pick your game up.
Hey, I 7.
Gun. You run. Right here, guys. Fight. Gun. 51. Watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
22. It's going to be a long fight.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And caught left side, Olsen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get ready. Switch.
They run, Cook. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Let's go.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, South. 51, South.
Now Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 57 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On first down, it's Cook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Five.
Watch the screen.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan. And this is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, 3rd down here. By the way, I got to apologize, because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
You run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. Of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it.
And the Raiders have got him. Melvin Ingram in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson leaping, and he makes the grab. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Let's bring it. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
From the shotgun, Wilson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check.
check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Out, 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 out. Check it out, read.
Wilson will throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, 59, ready. Hey, wahoo.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Man.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
11. Hey,
Now Ryan back into his end zone. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Brian Anger now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll look to throw. Finds Beckham complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
One left. Check 3, check 3. 36, 36. Switch. Slam.
Now Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham, 28 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And a fantastic fantastic return all the way down to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal will give them the late lead. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He's going to get him running right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? In the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They start the drive with Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
39.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Ryan. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, defense. Our top. It's our top.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Elway. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. On 2nd down, Elway. And this is going to be incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Over the middle, and that's taken in by the tight end Clark. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elway. Well, the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's Elway. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, really the first round, it was pretty defensively minded. But there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good. I
agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jayon Brown gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Bravo. Shoot.
From the gun, it's Elway. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Looking for Kelsey on the deep. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Elway to throw. This is caught. Clark. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
51. Let him go.
From the 44, Ryan. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
Space.
Check right.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check.
55, Mike 55. Hey,
22, 21.
Now it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Marshall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Odell Beckham Jr. and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. It's an 89-yard kick return, and the Raiders have retaken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
On first down, Ryan. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Go. Hey, Delta. Go. Go.
Here's Ryan. And he's got the open man. It's Marshall on the comebacker. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Maher able to put this one through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Elway to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Elway. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, G.
On first down, it's Gurley. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Elway will throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Alshon Jeffrey, 26 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a run with Cook. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle. Hey, Haywood.
From the 44, Ryan. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Ryan. Cooper's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Mike, 55.
Ready to go. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Gun. 22. Hey, wahoo. Big stop, D. Wait. Check.
Now Ryan. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Marshall There to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Back now in Arlington, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And this is caught. Pulled in by Clark. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch tight end.
Hey, dude.
Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, go.
They'll wait to throw on 2nd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Now it's Elway. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On 2nd down, Elway. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Come on now, let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on, recon, 152 fighter.
Action.
Down.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Lutz's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Ryan now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Here's Ryan. Sideline throw, that's caught. Julian Edelman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, Elway. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now it's Elway. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Darius Leonard able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Elway. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So they say forget the field goal and the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th. It's Elway. This is caught. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, 59, ready. Hey, sprint play.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
Undercut.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, it's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's 3rd down and 13.
One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
11. Mike 55. Go. I'm coming. Got.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, check.
Ryan. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready? Check 30. Pilot, 64. Weak. 5.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Elway now looking to throw on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Elway wide open. That's Clark. They lost him. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Elway. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Elway. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody.
Get a game into overtime, that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short, and he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, 525. Hey, Tuesday.
Under 10, under
39.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the smooth. Watch the slap.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On the carry, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by K1 Short.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Come on,
20.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
check.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 Short coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yellow. 180. Hey, 43, 15.
Watch twist.
15.
Echo.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Defense wins championships, baby. Mike's 50.
Easy. Hey, Ripple is.
All day, guys. Check 26.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 yards that time for number 19. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Set.
Come back.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short.
At their own
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Ryan. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
57, 57. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At their Cowboys 37-yard line.
Let's get up 2, fellas. Let's go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Yo, go. Box trap.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's Mahomes again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. While we got a second, we remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it, twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back-to-back-to-back as a Madden Classic champion. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40.
Check.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Check.
Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Earlier we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the Club Championship final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in MCS history. Folks, over $700,000. Visit MaddenChampionship.com/compete by October 7th and receive a free Team Elite Fantasy Pack.
Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Don't be scared. Yellow, 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 yellow. Check.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
I got you, son. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey, bye. We got this. Hey, Alpha.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Go on.
Get up. Let him go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And the tight end Olsen, right side. He's at the 40. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 30 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A very solid gain of 27. Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Ridley.
And again, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, check. Hey, Mike 50.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Lutz puts this one through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will finally put him into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now it's Ryan. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Marr now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That one goes for 24 yards. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through them right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Call it an 8-yard pickup, but it'll be third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you, you know. If people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a give running right is Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Ryan. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, open man is Howard, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Give me some. Space. Hey, orbit.
59. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Every time, fellas. I'm going to score.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Cowboys take over
We got
first and
this.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, South.
You can't block me.
Hey, Echo.
Check 55 to Mike.
Back to the air. Ryan after the pick six. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
55. Mike.
Wait.
Check pass. Mike.
Now it's Ryan.
It's outfield.
And Olsen over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Ryan. Throws left side complete to Brandon Marshall. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ryan now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Switch.
21. Ready to go.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Check.
Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Ryan.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. It got his man complete. They'll get 34 yards there. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Mahomes now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mahomes takes it himself. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right?
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Down. Ready. 280. Wait. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 59. Ready. 50. Hey, south.
Press down. Watch the safety creep.
Ready, stop.
Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Hey, my 7. Lucky. Hey, Tuesday. Ready, stop.
On first down, Ryan. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Intended that time for Cooper.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hey, 57 colors. Attack. Shoot. Hey, 15.
Kill. Hammer. Kill. Turn up. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left.
36.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Switch. Slam.
Hey, Riblin. 10. Shoot.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Let him know. He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. On the return comes Cobb. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
64. 64. 64.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, whoa. Hey, 59, ready. Chopper. Hey, express. Got it.
To throw again. Ryan. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, Tuesday. Got it.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. He leaps over him. Touchdown, Cowboys! He goes 91 yards on the kick return. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
As we know on every team, head coach, offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, we often forget about the special teams coordinator. They pay him too, and boy is he excited about what his team just did. A big-time return for a touchdown.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Cook.
they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Here's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Ready, ready.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From the 24, Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
His pass caught at the 4.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on City.
Yellow. Go red.
31, check 31.
Hey, yellow, hey, go.
Show it up. Back. Under 10. 10. Watch twist.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, exit.
3 bucks.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Ryan, wide open, Amari Cooper. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. DeMarcus Lawrence. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, 43.
No. Slow. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Cooper again the target, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This is taken at the 3.
Keep playing. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Oh, you got deep? 51. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, team 6, team 6. Let him go.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down as time is now running on this first half of action. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I get a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Elliott. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 16. Young on the screen. This is Coleman. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalvin Cook, 72 yards as his are on the board here in this first.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd down, Young from the gun. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. It'll be Young again. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Steve Young. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
58, Bravo. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Whip. Watch the whip. Free grip.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
General West. Check.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Watch the safety creep. Check 3.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mike's 54.
First and 10, Young. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51, down. 56. Mike's 56.
After the interception, here's Ryan. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20.
56.
51, down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. On second and 12, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, for touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 79 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Young now. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
They're going to try and throw. Steps away to his left. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They run, Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch safety three. Watch safety three.
They'll toss it to Breida. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Hey, Delta.
Now a first down throw for Young. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Young. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Young. Jerry Rice, open right side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play,
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. Cooper was the target there. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it in about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. And you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
Hey, Sam off.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking this football game. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it first and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10.
Shift. 11. Check. Hey, high 7.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a run with Cook. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a third and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Back now in the East Bay. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. They're going to run the jet sweep with Rice. Muscles him off. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
61, match box, right.
This is Breida. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
50, play.
It's been a long day for you.
5.
From the 44, Young looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt, and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Young, throwing again. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
That's the way.
Hey, express!
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.